Hello everybody, WhymsicalWyvern here, streaming and ready to go. We're still having issues with the Elgato, so I'm gonna work on where I was with, I think that posted. Alright, there we go. Sorry about it here. Why did the tomato blush? Because it saw the salad dressing. Whew, spicy. Wait, come on. There we go. Oh wow, it's exactly where I left it. That's pleasantly unusual. Alright, well, I've got all right. Anyway, so here I am. I really need other music for these streams though. There we go. So basically I should be filling in the books. I don't know why I thought I'd go top to bottom, left to right. As I explained to Tomas the other day, that is how it's supposed to work with the Japanese stuff. Those are all thicker. I think I'm gonna wrangle in one more here. 33. That pink really does show it off a wee bit. All right. Oh, that's right. On this one, I think they're color-based shells. I see. Doop, 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 doop. Alrighty. We got somebody lurking. Welcome, welcome. All right. Hope you had a good day. All right, here we go. And that's pretty good. All right, 37. And then 8. I feel so all over the place on this one. There we go. happy color. Kenny. Secret food again, Kenny, huh? Someday you're gonna tell me what your secret food is. And then it won't be a secret anymore and I'll be sad. So how was your day, Kenny, so far? Interesting. Fascinating. Wow. All of that, huh? Very good. Yeah. I made non-secret food tonight, but then it was really yummy and I overate, and now I feel like I have lead in my stomach. Day was very yum. What was that old song? Day, day. Always made me think of bananas. Yummy fresh bananas. Daylight come and me wanna go home. Ah, you should let in more in stomach. Let in more in stomach. What? I ate too much. One bowl would have been plenty, and for some reason I really thought it was yummy and I still felt hungry and I ate that second bowl, which I normally don't do. Blah. Come on, Whimsy, tally me banana. Now that's so fully stuck in my head. And it's my own fault. And that's all I'm going to hear in my head for the next few days. Oh my gosh, you're right. Hold on. Crap. It was showing up. There it went. Wow, look. It's like a big surprise. Now I'm messing up. My voice isn't really deep enough to do Deo properly, but that never stopped us from singing along when we were young. I can see! Yay! My rig is angled weird too. Let's just fix everything. Ooh. I don't know what I just did, but whatever. We'll find out. There it is. I don't know why it had me looking to the side. With the setup like this with the screens though, I can't really see it, so. I try to pay attention. Ah, Kenny, bless you. This would have been a really weird stream later when people looked at it going, What is she talking about? Yeah. I kind of want bananas too. It's not the best time of year for them here though. I only like them super fresh. Well, ripe but fresh. I don't like them when they pick them super green and then just leave them for several weeks, and then I like them ripened right proper. Blank stream where Whimsy pretends to play a game. Good job. I know, right? Man, why do I spend money on games? I could just pretend. You guys would never know. Be like, I'm keeping the game anonymous for its own protection. Does Whimsy familiar with the term fig? Like eating figs. Like I know what figs are. Is it a like figment of my imagination? Or is it dirty and you just got me to say it? Which I hope not. Describe fig eat, please. It depends on if you have them fresh or in jam, or like I like them dried too. Oh, they're so good when they're dried. They're like the size of maybe a walnut when they're dried, and kind of the texture of a juicy raisin. I don't know how best to put it. I love to eat fig. They're yummy. But they're like little and green looking when they're fresher. At least around here. Just making sure. I see you only know round fig. Well, I probably know other figs from the grocery store, but that's like if I'm gonna go out in a yard around here and get one, that's more what we would have. And my kids love stuff with figs, so. Oh, what is that kind I get? Sometimes around the holidays, they'll be in the store. Medjool? Is it medjool? Or is that the dates? That's the dates. I don't know. Dried figs, dried. They like the jam too, especially Artaku and Atlas. I see you're not familiar with banana fig. I've heard of it. I'm not sure if I've had it. And if I've had it, it would probably be like over at a friend's house or something, and I may or may not have even known I had it. But I know what they are, kind of. I think I was looking them up because I think they grow around here, but nobody grows them. Like, I don't know where to get them. They're not native. Now you've got me curious. Okay, you're gonna have to sit there a second. I'm gonna go get some. Ooh. I need my... I'm back. All right. I'm gonna look it up in my book. Let's see. Fishoya, grapefruit. I passed it. Fig. Those are all the round figs. Yeah, so it wouldn't grow here, I don't think. So I probably haven't seen it. Welcome back, Whimsy. Yeah. Forget it has to see me. I've heard of them, but it looks... There's probably thousands of books out there of fruits that grow in Florida, but there's only one that actually is worth anything, and I had it on the shelf as I was looking at it earlier this week, so I went and grabbed it. But no, banana figs are not on the list of stuff we can grow. Can I get a copy of the cheat book? I mean, you could. It's on Amazon. It's not like a secret. I just like it because it's super, it's not like I've never grown anything that isn't in it. Tomas, hi Flora, Mom, and Kitty. I'm fine. How are you? We're good. But if I want something to grow well and get lots of fruit out of it, it is pretty good advice on where and how to plant it around here. Why, Tomas fine? Do we not want Tomas to be fine? Quick, Tomas, come up with a problem. Be sad so that Kenny can make you feel better. He needs to feel important. Are we there? Boop. Oh, except I missed a whole shelf. Okay. I probably know the answer to this, but we'll try anyway. Tomas, you ever tried banana figs? I don't think I have. Let's see. I do know our avocados that are more what people grow around here aren't exactly what people get in other places. We call them alligator pears. Because we're weird. I didn't even know they were avocados until I was an adult. I'd never heard them called that. Speaking of which, 2 days ago, dragon fruit was harvested. Very young, but not worth the wait. See? Oh, now you're making me so hungry and thirsty. Oh, I can just taste it. Fresh dragon fruit is so good, but you can't overdo it. I can grow that on my farm. I just haven't. It takes like 2 years to harvest. I don't know. I probably should. I've thought of it so many times. $22. Oh, wait, 11 plus 10 is 22? What, 21 plus 1 to grow on? Hydrate. I just took a sip. Okay, so we have sarcophagus, cozy bookshelf, calico cat. That's actually prettier like that smaller Shiba on walk. Even though it looks like it's Shiba on rock. I don't know what that's about. Dragon tattoo, blooming blade. We could do comfy tea. Elgato's on the fritz, so there's that. If I was going to start a super big one, we could try the city ruins, but that's going to be a multi-stream one. Arta told me I'm bad at algebra. Oh, did she now? She's a math autistic. Sorry, she won't admit it. She breathes numbers. I think so. I think she just breathes them in the air. Anyway, that said, having helped her learn algebra, it was not instant. Why were you doing algebra on her stream, Kitty? Was it a squared plus b squared plus c squared, a plus squared plus b squared equals c squared stuff? Alright. So I can go with a bigger one or a smaller one. Any opinions? Any cares? Comfy tea, city ruins. 11/6 times 95 equals x. Are we doing your homework now, Tomas? I have used math in real life as an adult, but I've never used anything like the examples they gave me in school. Not once. They're lying to you. I didn't tell her I have advanced physics and pure math. Just keep that one to yourself for a fun moment, Kenny. It's all good. Now I have economics, been procrastinating math. The answer to everything on the planet is 22. Factorial. Oh, physics. Yeah. I remember she was in elementary school when somebody introduced her to the laws of physics. And I had, you say things like every action has an equal and opposite, every action has an equal and opposite reaction and stuff, but oh my gosh. Every time anything came up, which is almost anything can be applied to physics, for months, she would quote all of the laws of physics that she had learned in order, make us all repeat them, while she then determined whether this particular situation applied to which one and how. Oh. But she had a brilliant teacher who then taught her to apply it to making homemade roller coasters out of marbles or something. And then she moved on. Thank the Lord. Does that make me a horrible person? At first I was so proud. My child is so precocious and smart. Yeah. I should have been a better mom. I could have encouraged that more, I guess. I did encourage it. What? I know that's very basic compared to what you're doing in advanced in maths. Can I lie and say yes? Oh gosh, we used to have a family friend who was involved in the, what was it? The exact term is eluding me, but the, it's the God something. Yeah. He would just randomly start spouting math and putting it on whiteboards, and it was really cool, but I didn't really absorb much. Oh, happy pre-Mother's Day. Why, thank you. I tried to give them the resources to pursue anything that they were really interested in and good at, but sometimes the repetition, there are 3 of them, there's only 1 of me. Sometimes I needed a little break. And I would encourage them to repeat something different. Alright, City Ruins, Confetti. I'm gonna hate myself if I do this one. This one really seems comfy and it kind of fills in the spot. But I'm gonna do this one anyway. Because I don't know, I'm insane. But this is, yeah, insane. Well, I feel very pre-Mother's Day loved. Thank you. Oh, Whimsy, a mom? Yeah, I'm a mom. Feel like more of a roommate nowadays, but yes. God has a sense of humor, that's all I can say. Also, it's not advanced world now, not like they can't further any time. Advanced world. It's an advanced world now, not like they can't further anytime. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I gave them the things that, you know, they can get themselves further forward if they opted at some point now. Yes, I agree. All I can do is give them the tools to have a foundation. Internet study. Oh gosh, yes. I sure as heck didn't teach them to do all this stuff for VTubing and stuff. They had to teach me. So I feel confident that they have learned how to learn. That was my #1 goal. If you can learn how to learn, you can learn anything. Dare I say one of the secret items in the meal, lamb? Oh, this sounds like curry. Oh. That's a better dinner than what I made. You win. Kenny won life. He's the winner of life today. Sorry, Tomas. You'll have to try tomorrow. Oh. I don't know if this one's going to be any good or not. It looked kind of cool from the little picture, but I don't know. Maybe not. Meanwhile, Toma cooking whale. Wait long enough, it'll come back. Whimsy sounds stressed already. I don't know if I'm stressed exactly. I might have pushed too hard, a lot harder in the sun than I thought today, and I got real dizzy this evening. So Honestly, I decided to go ahead and stream anyway because I wasn't feeling tired enough to sleep, and this forces me to sit still with my feet up, which is what I'm supposed to do if I get super dizzy. It's my own stupid fault. Hereditary sighs. She passed it to Arda. Oh no, don't tell me I'm sighing as much as her. Ah! Cringe. I'm sorry. I'll do better. We yell at her for sighing so much sometimes. Oh, she'd be happy to know I was yelled at for it. Well, not yelled at, but had it pointed out. We'll sit there going, what is it? She'll go, what? Why are you sighing? I'm not sighing. You're sighing. No, I'm not. It's okay, I understand. She's emo. It feels that way sometimes. She's not, but there are days. That is what comes to my mind. No, I have really low blood pressure, and I'm supposed to be careful in the sun. Sometimes I get my mix of stuff wrong. It happens. Anyway. It's called life. I intend to live it. There you go. I don't like sitting around doing nothing. Oh no! Oh, I see. Oh, they're very close. Oh, why not do night shift? I actually had changed to a job where I would have night shift, but then that didn't work out. And I know people don't like to hear it, but I'm not as young as once I was, and job opportunities aren't as flexible once you're older. So I take what I can get. That said, jobs are starting to open up more again, and I probably will be working on that. I like working at night. There we go. But I also like working outside. I really do. I prefer being in the air. I don't like being stuffed up in a building. I don't know where my kids got me. Work at night makes you a night wyvern. There you go. It'll probably happen. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Okay, I forgive it. At first I wasn't sure. I wasn't completely sold. I'm getting Gatorade Blue tomorrow for sure. Well, there you go. I'm not a big Gatorade fan, I'm going to be honest. It isn't what it was. But My son definitely likes it. Oh, by the way, what Whimsy do yesterday? Oh, I did Minecraft. Because our Elgato's out. So it was supposed to be the Luigi's Mansion 3, but since the Elgato was out, I did the Minecraft world again. And pretty much it was Raptor, and then later it was Gore. And then I said, sorry guys, have a great day, bye. It wasn't really a poppin' stream, I'm sorry. You didn't miss a whole lot. El Miauto. Yeah, El Miauto. It's out of action at the moment. Probably an update. We're used to this, and when it happens it takes about 3 days, so hopefully, so we've just all changed our schedules. But hopefully we've got that up and running again soon. It's one thing to change your schedule because you want to. It's another thing to change your schedule because your Elgato doesn't work. Just saying. It's a sign to get a new El Miauto. We tried. Actually, from what we've seen, our model is still the preferable one. People pay ridiculous amounts to get it. I guess there's issues. If you really scale up, there is another one that people are really happy with, but that's way more. And for what we do, it has features we're just not going to use because this computer can't use them. So until we have a whole new computer, that one doesn't make as much sense. But believe me, that gets shopped regularly, ready to pull the trigger when there's an option. But the problem is it's an issue with OBS, the Elgato, and the computer being friends. That was a sigh. Now I'm going to hear it. Ah, goodness gracious. Let's get in there a little more. That's a little ridiculous. Even though this one's huge, it had a lot of big blocks of color, so it might not be so bad. Unless I do things like that. Yeah. It's okay, I help you steal one. Why, Kitty, that's so thoughtful and sweet. Not everybody would commit felonies together. I haven't really had an offer like that before. Thank you. How thoughtful. We'll get there. It's just there has to be a product that's worth switching to, you know? And the one we got, oh my gosh, to get it brand new. Hey, baby doll. Kenny's offering to be a felon for me. Worth it for Whimsy. Aww. That's so cute.
I'm still having thread problems, so I'm probably going to stop here for today, but I at least figured out how to do this much.
So cute.
I'm learning to sew, Kenny. I'm trying to learn to sew stuffed animal.
I love it.
Yes. I think I've gotten to the point where I figured out how to attach the ears, the tummy, and I think I know how to put them together.
Have you looked at even one person?
Yes, I've been watching it. I've been watching.
Okay. I'm just asking because you guys tend to just figure it out, but sometimes there's a shorter route to learning. Good job.
You said look at videos, and I did.
Well, that would explain how you got it so cute, so quick. Recognizable even.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do a bigger one with...
Well, of course.
Other materials, but this is going okay. I have thread problems again, which I'm going to want to work out later with you, but
I
I'm
will
just gonna stop
take you shopping for thread. She's gone through a spool of thread in the last day and a half. That's just a master. She can do it without YouTube. She probably can. But she wants to do something very specific. And she wants it to turn out the way it is in her head. And I just want it to be positive enough that she'll keep playing with it over time if she likes it. Thick thread or thin? Actually, I have lots of sewing floss around. She needs the thinner kind because she's trying to use the sewing machine. So I have some. I just am not going to stop stream to go hunt it down for her. She's going to have to wait. All right. That's my strict mean mommy moment. Brother machine. Actually, this one was a really nice one for beginners that I found. I have a super nice Japanese one from the 70s actually that I bought from an estate sale. But this one I found was really high quality and very user friendly for beginners, but I don't remember the brand. I looked it up. I don't remember. I'd have to look at the container, but it's not a brother. Oh no, she got the one from World War II. No, I didn't let her on that one. Actually, I don't even know if that one's any good now. I have it out in a barn right now. I was protecting it during a storm or something, and then that barn got hit, so it might not be very nice anymore, but haha, so I do have it, yeah. Heck yeah. I'm not good with sewing machines. I do really nice like cross stitching and hand embroidery, but my sewing machine work is functional, to put it nicely. Hey you. He wanted to know if it was a brother machine. I was like, no. I don't remember what the brand is.
It's Jerome.
Jerome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerome.
Yeah, and I hadn't heard of it before, but I saw that it was really good for beginners, and I saw one in the store, so we gave it a go. It seems to be good for you.
Mm-hmm. I did all of that without using the power function.
What?
Yeah. I just spun the wheel on the side to do it.
Why are we not used?
Because I wanted to go slower.
To go slow so you could play with how to make it work. Okay, that makes sense.
And I didn't want to listen to the...
My other one can't work that way, so that's pretty cool. AFK listening only for a bit. Oh no, that's okay. Where am I at? I'm on 12, I think. Can't remember what. Yeah, okay.
Probably gonna.
I was trying to remember what number I was doing.
Okay, I wanted to sit in some time with you, but then I'm probably gonna go. Can I have a plastic bag for the fabric scraps so they're not all over the living room?
Why don't you see if there's like a gallon size bag?
Yes, that's what I wanted. I just wanted to make sure you knew I was taking one. Because you keep inventory of those. I think.
I try, but yeah.
You know, I'm trying not to make your inventory off.
All I care about is I know when to buy more.
I love you.
I love you too. All right, Tomas, you and me. What have you wanted me to know? And I know what you're gonna say. I know it. Meep. This one really is going pretty quick. Wow, for so big. Knew I was gonna do that. There we go. Boy, this is gonna make me actually use my focusing here. 12s and 21s band together. Whew. At least this one doesn't look like it just purposely did that. That's actually just how it came out. There we go. Now I'm curious. Where would the other ones be? They've got to be up here somehow. No? Right here. All right, let's see here. There we go. Let me just see if there's any other colors I've almost completed. Looks like I'm working my way through the blue ones. I think I'll do the 22 next, maybe 22, 30. Yeah, 33. just a little bigger. 22. Okay, let's pop over to here where it's going to be more. Yeah, because that'll be the shading. Okay. Well, I thought this would be a multiple stream one, but I don't know. We shall see. There we go. Get myself a line to come up into. All right. I think I'm probably pretty boring to listen to right now. I need to fix that. Yes, you are. I'm sorry. Let's see, what else? Okay. Well, you were AFK, so I couldn't talk to you, Kenny. I did think Gore cheated on the Discord. And you didn't post any flowers at all. You guys asked me to post flowers. He posted flowers to look like they were from a website. Hello, Dwagon. I hope I'm winning. Are you winning, Dwagon? Actually, I need to fix this real quick. I'm not winning. Oh no! $201 more 22 somewhere in this mess. Oh, I see. I found him. Oh my gosh. Dragon, you're good luck. Been in bed with liver pain for a while. Liver pain does not sound good. Good job, Dwagon, but now I'm back at 80% HP. Whimsy, I'm not active on those Discords, so I didn't see flowers. That's fine. You guys were talking about liking flowers and asking me to post flowers, so I did. I could put it on Twitter. I just thought that was a little weird because nobody ever talks to me on Twitter. Hello, C, says Dwagon. Posting flowers on Discord? Gonna post a picture of you and your daughters? Oh, Dwagon. What a charmer. Sly, I know, right? He's working on those lines. No, I got asked what kinds of flowers grow around here-ish. So I picked old and new pictures so they wouldn't be seasonal or anything. And I picked things that grow over all of Florida, but I went out and I took pictures and posted them. Carefully. Carefully, carefully. I'm not as naive as you guys think. Although I guess I could go online and see if I could find a picture of a flower in front of a street sign just as a troll. Like a stock picture or something. Alright, let's see. 22 has 5 left? Come on. Ducalion, hi there. Hello, thank you, welcome. Thank you for the first time chat. How you doing? We are doing pixel art today because the Elgato is out of action. Oh. Welcome on in, Philly. The cat died. The cat is having issues. It's not dead. It'll be back in a day or two. It's sick. Maybe it has liver pain too, Dwagon. Maybe it's sympathizing. I'm glad you made it here. All right, let's see. I was trying to see what Dwagon posted. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, that's adorable. Thank you, Dwagon. I don't know how they got that picture without the, that gator has quite the pot belly. Quick, Wibsy, what is it? Explain. It's a capybara riding on the back of a gator. And that gator literally has a pot belly. Ah, yes. Your Seribot tricks. Dwagon, we were playing with those the other day. You missed it. You weren't here. Let's see, 22. I got all of those. Okay, cool. Right, now I gotta find the other 33s. This is the picture. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, you guys want to see the bookcase since you showed up? Although I think giant hamster and swamp puppy? Yep, exactly. All they need is a... I hadn't seen that one. This is the one I started at the end of the last stream. I think you had just gone to eat. So we just did the wood part and the plant and the cup of tea. And then I did all the books at the beginning of this stream, which was especially entertaining because apparently the picture was not showing up on stream. So it was just me in front of a black screen talking about what I was doing. And thank goodness Kenny came on and said, that's kind of weird. What you doing? So there's that. Okay, so I wanted to do the other. I'm trying to finish off my blues. I don't know why I decided to finish off my blues first, but I did. There's not a good reason. But I'm looking for more and I might not find them. Yep, I might not find them. Well, there we go. It might be time to start working on greens. They'll show up. That is a little frustrating, but it's a pretty big picture. I just would think they would be in. But you know what? They're probably shading. They're probably shading. Oh gosh. Katsuki's crying in the other room. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I think it's about time to start kicking in on this tree. So Dwagon, you're not winning. I hope you start feeling better, hon. Let's see. I will probably be back to 100% HP tomorrow. Awesome possum pudding pie. There you go. And hey, your compliments are already there. I mean, you might even be at 101% already. So there you go. Why did I don't know why I did that way. But you know what? I did. Apparently I wanted to start along the bottom portion of the tree. There we go. So in the Minecraft world yesterday, I found a cherry blossom biome. So there's that, and another village. And when I said I deeply suspect as many biomes as are here, that there could be deep dark very nearby, Gore very sweetly gave me his red-eyed evil emote. So I'm sure we all have that to look forward to. Bit of deep dark. Hopefully not too much. We'll see. Alright, how close to done with that color am I? Not even remotely. So where's the rest of it? Ah, okay, it's all along the bottom. Oh, that's cool. So that'll give me a good outline. I'm gonna pretend like that was the plan all along. I subconsciously knew what to do. Yeah. Is it getting cold there yet, Dwagon? Thought you said it was getting cold the other day. Kenny's AFKing. He's not chatting. He just keeps forgetting and chatting anyway. And Tomas, you're out there somewhere. Let's see. It's a little warm right now, around 20 degrees Celsius. That's not warm. It's the calm before the storm. I gotcha. We'll enjoy it. It's between the hot and the cold. I think these are like shadowing. I don't. Let's see, I've got 690 of them left though, so there's a big chunk of them somewhere. Okay, they'll be down here. Got it. There's probably some kind of grass or something down here. Dragon, your Seribot is working like a champ. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a whole lot more of it. Alright, so I'm not going to really get into all of this then. I'll come back down here. I was just trying to finish off the tree accents, but I think this is something different. Bloop. Yeah. Okay, let's pop back up into the tree. That's probably something like a vine. Alright. Random news. India is attacking Pakistan with airstrikes? That's interesting. I'll have to look at the news when I'm done. Oddly enough, I don't watch a lot of news while I stream. As long as they don't use their nukes. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. But I don't talk politics on this channel, so that's as far as I'll take it. That is a geopolitical hotspot. Hey, baby doll. Aw, hedgehog. Thank you, sweetie. I love you.
Sorry about the red hair.
That's alright. I didn't even notice.
I don't believe you. It directly whacked into your face and it's soaking.
All I noticed was love and happiness. Dragon. Hello, cat girl. Stand behind me or go over there because you're messing up my rig. You want to sit on the chair over there? You're like, no. Come sit closer to me. You can be closer. I don't care if you mess up my rig. It makes it more interesting and unique. Yeah. Best girl. She's been trying to learn to sew, Dwagon. It's turning out super cute. Because everything she does turns out super cute.
I had an idea just now.
Ooh, what's your idea?
Well, if I sew other fabric on to be the eyes, I could use green thread to sew on the little eyes, and then it's green eyes, where you can see the little green.
Ooh, that'd be cute.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do that.
I might. I don't know, but
Then you'll care more about the color.
Yeah.
I like to use embroidery thread for that sort of thing, though.
Yeah, I would. It's a lot easier to sew things like that, like a button with embroidery thread. I know because I've sewn buttons, a lot of buttons. I had a thing where I would just sew buttons for ages. I have little circles where I've just sewn lots and lots of buttons, Dragon.
It kept you happy?
Yep. Never went anywhere other than buttons, but I know how to sew a button.
I made all my kids learn how to sew buttons.
Never sewn a button.
Is she gonna post the final results of her new art endeavors? I don't know.
If it turns out right, probably. I'm trying to make a little me in wolf form.
Yep. She's trying to do early merch. Not for, sale, but just to play with making it.
Handy thing to know. Yes, very handy. Not that I've ever used the skill to sew buttons.
No, you never have. Come to think of it.
My clothes, if they lose buttons, I just either leave it or someone else fixes it for me because I'm cute and pathetic. Usually Mom.
Yeah.
Though it also might be because I've stabbed myself numerous times with needles.
It's because you like doing buttons in your special way. That doesn't always apply to an actual practical piece of clothing. But if you needed to, you could.
Yeah, and I would have, probably.
Eventually.
If I cared.
Yeah.
I usually don't care if I lose buttons. I'll just say,
You're like, I'll just never wear that outfit again. But since I buy the outfits, I go, yeah, let's just fix that.
Well, often the buttons I've lost are decorational, so...
That's true. You like decorational buttons.
So, when the decorational button falls off, I don't feel the need to replace it because it doesn't serve a purpose.
Just a new look.
Yeah. I think I've only lost like one or two actually functioning buttons.
I don't know. I've never kept score on that kind of thing. I'm going to be really honest. Fair. Oh.
My hair seems to get curlier and curlier every time I wash it.
Because that's how God made you, my dear.
Yeah, it's a good thing, but it's a little annoying because it means that as it's drying, it tangles a little bit. Not that my hair's never not tangled a little bit when it's drying. It hasn't been a rat's nest.
No, you keep it nice and neat. You're not a baby anymore. You're a big girl. Yeah. I know. I'm just teasing.
I know.
Alright, let's see. I'm making, I don't know, some kind of post-apocalyptic tree, I guess?
How's it post-apocalyptic?
I don't know, I just felt like that was the vibe. I have to think of something while I do it. It makes it make sense to me.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you the bigger picture in a second. Because I want to see it myself and just see how it's coming together.
This morning while I was doing some stuff around the house, I was listening to a video where the guy was making the sun bigger and bigger, and at one point, and as it got bigger, the sun got less and less red in the game, and at one point the sky turned kind of like grayish, and it was just the sun, and it was just this grayish bluish sun color. And I went outside today and I looked up and I'm like, hey, it looks just like it did in the video. And it made me laugh.
You don't have to touch grass. It's all the same out there, honest. Okay, here you go. See?
I don't really see it. It looks more like kind of like bonsai.
Well, that's a tree, and this is going to be like a building. Here, I'll show you what I do know. City ruins, it says. I don't know.
Let's be honest, they probably just left the place for a couple days after evacuation, and they came back and it was overrun with plants.
That's it. That's it.
Honestly, I could see that happening.
Alright, this is annoying me that every time I come in, this bit isn't done. So I'm just going to do this very beginning. It starts me at bit. Because that's random. And then I'll find out where this piece is in the whole puzzle. Yes, woof woof. You may woof.
Woof. It made robot noises, not wolfy noises.
I'm sorry.
Different.
I didn't realize Brobot walked in.
No.
I apologize. Beep boop beep. Beep.
I guess that's more chickeny noises than robot noises. Huh.
I mean, since our chickens are velociraptors, I don't know what to tell you.
True. They're way too cool.
They're awesome. They came up to me. They all wanted pets today. I mean, they're usually very wild. It was weird.
They were showing you they're good girls.
Yeah.
Just really random spot.
I know. It keeps bothering me that that one piece only isn't done. So I just did it. Oh, once she hits affiliate, WeChat needs a wyvern noises redeemed because she doesn't meow. Wyvern noises. No, I don't meow. And I don't woof. I'm not sure what wyverns sound like. I hadn't.
Probably really.
Yeah, like. It's more like a crow.
Yeah, it's more like but more like that screechy, kind of like an eagle sound.
Yeah, but I'm sophisticated.
Yeah. You'd probably just talk to them. Say you're a wyvern and that's your noises. Be a scam.
Make book reading noises or something. I'll have to think about that. I go back and forth because it's still early days. You know that.
You know what my chat did to me yesterday?
What'd your chat do?
I had just gotten into an area where I needed to do a lot of reading, and they activated sing mode. It was really hard.
That's so much funnier when it's you.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to be you.
It won't be me if I don't make that an option. I have the power. Go Pokemon style. Wyvern. I don't know if I want to go Pokemon style, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. I will have to think about that. That's true. Like, you know, Pikachu, Pikachu.
It's more Pika Pika.
Pika Pika. Wibba Wibba? That's a little weird. I don't know. That one, that comes out weird. Here we go.
And some of them say stuff like "rawr, rawr."
Yeah, that's true. As long as we don't go Digimon style.
The Digimon just talked. At least, and then, yeah, I think even in the games they just talk.
You know, you're right. I think you're right. I know you're right because I don't think anybody's watched more Digimon than you.
I haven't watched the games really, but I'm pretty sure they still just talk. Someone could correct me on that though.
This would be the place.
Yes. But yeah. I mean, I did manage to watch 50 episodes in one day once.
Yeah.
I never
Proud mama moment.
I never repeated that. It was a really good day.
It was the best day of my life.
No. I pretty much spent it alone too.
Yep.
It was the best.
Everybody needs a day like that at some point. Just indulge a little bit. Well, in the old movie, when Ty and his sister find a Digimon for the first time, it doesn't speak. It makes noises. Ah! Trust wagon.
But I think the movie came after the show.
Just don't do what Jurassic Park did for the raptor sounds. I will never see that movie the same way again. Yes, mind you, we have velociraptors on the farm. Yeah. They really did want to be petted today. It was so, all but one. True, it came after the show, but that part chronologically takes place before the show.
Oh, oh right, because they made it was like a prequel because of the one part that, which is in the show. It was expanding on the one part, I think I heard.
Why do I feel like we have that DVD?
No, we do not. We do not have any DVDs for movies for Digimon, and I haven't seen any Digimon movies, but we do have a Pokemon one, and you have gotten them mixed up.
No, I think we couldn't get our hands on it.
Maybe. The Digimon movies are harder to get your hands on, at least in where we live.
I mean, it's not impossible. You guys just have to want it enough to make it worth it.
Yeah,
you want other things more.
I'd rather have the entire cartoon than the movies, honestly. Or books. I'd love to have more Pokemon Adventure books or Fire Force, or the list goes on.
Yep, the list goes on. Watch them pirated on the web, he says. Boy, we've got all kinds of... So I had Kenny offering to be a felon for me. That was really sweet and thoughtful.
Dragon's encouraging us to be felons.
Dragon wants us to be felons. He's like, I won't be a felon, but you should be.
He does. He's talked about it.
He's a sweet boy.
He
would never do anything like that.
He's talked about it openly.
He would never do something so shocking. Yeah. Alright, 3s or 9s?
I see more 3s.
Well, I just was asking you if you had a preference since you're sitting there. You can answer faster than chat.
Well, I'm the third kid, so has to be 3, right?
There you go. Arr, fellow pirate. On Minecraft, I'm sure. On Minecraft. Isn't that what they say? You can pirate on Minecraft.
I don't think that's what they say.
I must watch different things than you, my love. I have heard people say that. Oh. When they're worried about terms of service.
I've heard more hypothetically.
That is a good way to go. I actually think that makes more sense. All right, there we go. Flying spaghetti monster followers as well. Okay. There we go. That's the pseudo-religion created on the internet just for the lulz. Oh, they were saying that long before that.
Probably why it got picked. Easier to spread the word if everyone already knows about it.
That's true. Easy way to talk about religion that shouldn't offend anybody. All right, let's... Well, you know what? I bet we could find somebody it would offend. There's always somebody. Somebody's always willing to jump in and clutch. But this isn't the best place to be offended. I'm super... Started as a protest due to school board decisions in Kansas, yes.
People have the most interesting ways of protesting. Here, let us collect a bunch of strangers on the internet to party with us.
No, we won't get into that. I don't do politics on this channel, and I don't know how to touch that one without touching politics at least a wee bit. Everybody's allowed to talk about politics in the chat, but I don't join in. I want everybody to have fun and be welcome here, regardless of opinions. Here we go. There we go. Aww. Oh, sweet pea. What better way to protest than to party with strangers on the internet? Hey, party like it's 1999. What can I say? What?
I'm sorry. I think it was a song like that where it was doing the apocalypse thing. The world isn't gonna be here tomorrow for the moon big on Hermitcraft. I don't think it was that one in particular. It was a different one. But when you said that, it made me think of that animatic where the moon was crashing into the planet on Hermitcraft 8.
Yeah.
And those images went through my head, and I couldn't help but laugh because it was so stupid.
It kind of is a song, honey bunny.
I know it's a song.
Okay.
It made me think of the song.
I did not fail you.
The song in the animatic was a different one.
Play SimCity 3000. Let's see if you can do it without politics, Dwagon. I think there's lots of games you can't do without politics or strategy. I just try not to make that something I talk about on the channel. And I actually avoid things where I think I'm going to spout off. Because I will. I got people from all over in here, all over the world literally, at any given time. I'm not going to tell them how to live their lives. I don't have to live where they live. You're going to get me in trouble.
We're happy.
We're happy.
Wagon, I can make you jealous.
Oh, you're going to make Dwagon jealous?
Yeah. I had cheesecake with my breakfast today.
Oh.
Given I couldn't stomach anything else, so I only ended up eating the cheesecake, but
I forgot Artie made cheesecake.
I didn't forget because I went to microwave something and it was in the microwave.
Oh, because she was protecting it from kitties.
Yeah, her boy really likes cheesecake.
Yeah. Oh no, Dwagon. Does Dwagon not like cheesecake, or is he jealous of cheesecake? There we go. Cheesecakes are not a thing here. Well, it's not a traditional cheesecake. It's made in the rice cooker. She makes it Japanese style. Because that way it's easier to do gluten-free and it's so yummy. But you'd have to have the right kind of cheeses. That would be the issue, I would think. And since I was under intense liver pain, I had to avoid food and drink only water. Only water? They didn't even give you, like, juice or milk? I'm sorry. But I can eat tonight. Hopefully I'll be fine. Yeah, you gotta get your strength up. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. She's literally giving you the cute little fighting fist pumps and you can't see it, but I can, and it's killing me.
I'm sorry.
Too many K-dramas. That sounds interesting. I'm looking that up. My one luxury item, I have a lovely elephant rice cooker. I saved up for years to get it and I don't regret it. It does everything I want. Out of curiosity, what's the nutritional value of a wyvern and a wolf? I don't know. You couldn't possibly eat much since you're a robot steampunk powered machine. You would not eat a sweet little wolf or an old tough wyvern who probably tastes like old leather. And venom. Let's not forget the venom. And lots of essential oils.
Probably like Vicks.
Yeah, like Vicks. There you go.
Probably like eating leather covered in Vicks.
Leather covered in Vicks. I love it. All right.
Texturally too.
With a side of muscle rub.
Nah. Probably licorice.
Licorice. Ooh, I like that. I like the way you think. With a side of black licorice.
Someone left steak all night, so I had to sacrifice and have that for breakfast. So I did have, other than the cheesecake, I had 2 little pieces of steak because the rest was already eaten. I'm not sure the person who put the food away realized there was still any left. It was very small pieces.
Aw, well, good for you. Campfire cooking in another world compares wyvern to Wagyu beef. That makes me think of Guga. Oh, Guga. Guga's food looks good. Does Hedge know how to make cake decorations for cheesecakes? That could be a merch idea.
No. Sister is the one who really likes to make decorations if anyone in the house is going to.
Ooh, that's gonna be really cool. Okay. It's starting to win me. This one hasn't been a solid win for me, I'm gonna be honest. But it's coming and going, but I think it's more win than lose. Yeah, I mean, you gotta remember Hedge is celiac, so She doesn't have the best relationship with baked goods in general.
I love donuts.
You
They
do
don't
love donuts.
me.
They just don't love you. I know.
They make me so sick.
They do make you so sick.
And if I'm on gluten, I get super lethargic and I have trouble doing anything. Like, even eating other food is a problem, or, well, gluten-y food. Eating anything's a problem. I have a lot of trouble, like, getting motivated to move around. I just feel so lethargic and sleepy, but I can't actually sleep.
Yep.
So, if I have too much gluten, so I have to be really
But you
careful.
don't have to have gluten. She just only likes baked goods that are real.
Yeah.
But usually for cheesecake, the way we decorate is just, if we're gonna do anything, we've drizzled balsamic vinegar on it. Sometimes we drizzle a little chocolate syrup. Sometimes we do like fruit, canned fruit. Usually canned, but sometimes fresh. Well, canned or stewed is maybe a better way of putting it.
But also, just so people who listen to this don't get the wrong idea, I can have a little bit of gluten, and I do, like, for Christmas I'll have pizza, and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, as long as that's all you do.
Yeah. So, don't worry when you hear me going, I had pizza today, I'm so happy! I'm sorry, I'm taking the precaution because I've had so many people in chat go, you're gonna die!
Well, if it was peanut, you would not even be in chat, you would be dead. But
yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
My deathly circumstances are pretty, permanent and immediate. So not really a concern of me talking about it on stream.
Yeah, but you do need to watch
I do.
We don't want to permanently damage your lovely little liver.
It'll be fine. I hear livers heal and stuff.
That's why your grandma's got scars on her liver from her celiac.
I'm careful.
Since she is not a fan of cake, her birthday fan art will not have a cake instead of making a hedge knight. Oh,
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
She likes it.
Because that's what they call me when I play Hollow Knight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or Hollow Hedge. They haven't decided, but usually it goes to Hedge Knight because Hollow Hedge is a little weird.
Hollow Hedge is a little weird. Wait, being a celiac affects your liver? Yep.
That's what it means, is it damages your liver. The gluten will damage your liver.
Yep.
It can kill you if you have too much, but that's usually not so much of a problem because people with celiac don't feel very good if they eat a lot of gluten, and so they don't. At least all the ones I've known.
That's because you've known since you were little, but people who grew up eating it have trouble giving it up sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of addictive.
It'll affect the way your joints work. It can affect all kinds of things. But because we were aware since she was a baby, she doesn't have a lot of those problems. As long as we maintain it. But we know those are risks if she's not careful.
I also kind of feel like you only live once. Might as well enjoy it.
Yeah.
If I destroy my liver by the time I'm old, I'll get there when I get there. I'll know I spent it on good things. Such as donuts and pizza.
Donuts for birthday, pizza for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes donuts around Christmas, and that's really special.
That's true. You've done that. You've also gone whole years with none at all.
Yeah, because it's hard to find good donut places. I'd be picky about my gluten because of that.
I've been having liver pain quite often since I was a kid, and we eat a lot of gluten stuff here. Oh. Does being celiac only affect your liver? It can make your... one of their friends was diagnosed as a young adult when she was a violin player and her wrist stopped bending properly. It can affect the way that your joints It can affect the way that your joints move with strength. Not just pure movement, like slack, but like controlled movement, if that makes sense. And it definitely affects digestion and the other end.
Yeah.
But it's your whole body is just, it treats the gluten like, yeah, be right back, gonna Google it. Oh, okay. But you're probably young for it to affect a liver. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Good luck. I don't really recommend Dr. Google, but you know, not gonna stop you. Oh dear.
Bone broth is really good for, you know, when your tummy's having problems.
Yep, bone broth is good, but he's been having liver pain. See, I don't think your grandma's actually had pain from your liver.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I just find bone broth a bit of a cure-all for me, so.
But I will say spectrum-y people feel things in weird ways, and it's possible to feel something that other people don't. You
like
definitely
how
have that go on.
Like how I feel my anemia.
Yep.
I've been told you
You're
can't
all
feel
like
it when you're anemia.
Yes, you can't feel anemia, except you always can, and you're always right. And the blood tests have borne you out. So.
Advantages of your nerves not working the way normal nerves do.
It could be an advantage.
You have stuff like that.
What was it? It's a blessing and a curse.
Yes, yes.
I said that quoting Monk the other day, and one of the people was like, "That's genius." I want to use that. I'm like, well, I stole it, so make sure you know where it came from.
And also that was
we used to say it before that. It's not like it was a new expression, but that definitely made it more popular. All right, let's get to 20.
There's more 15s up there.
Okay. Do you want me to go to more 15s first? I was about to do 20s because I've gone over a 20. It's bugging me.
That's fine. I just thought finish what you start first.
Okay. And that was a 28.
What's the difference? It's just, you know, 8 different.
It's just 8 different. What? What? Finish what you started. By the way, do it the way I tell you to.
No, that's
Wow.
not it. I was laughing. I feel like they've got a weird font for the 8s.
I feel like it's super weird. I'm purposely doing it wrong right now just to kind of get through that area. It's finicky. Now I gotta go back in with these pops.
It's the highlight. No. No. Not the highlight. I was more saying the one that you misclicked.
I misclicked. I did. I absolutely did. I'm a little worried about you.
Yeah, I feel really dizzy.
You seem... Yeah. Okay, I just misclicked and it was the right one. That's hilarious.
That's always nice.
That's always nice. Alright, let's back this baby up. Ooh, okay, that's gonna turn out nice. You know, if you're gonna be around hanging out, I don't suppose there's a pot of coffee going on out there.
I believe not.
Not? Is that your cat?
I think it's raining. I think the little tugboats calling
I think that's
for her. friend.
I think that's the most of the rest of the tree.
Yeah, that's right. I wonder what she wants. Does she want to poop? Does she want cuddles? It's a mystery.
I tell you what, she cries almost as much as Asta. It's driving your brother crazy. I don't know what's going on with her. Like, what is going on?
She has a lot to say and none of us know what she's saying. Honestly, my little head cat's been pretty bad too. I don't know.
Something's upsetting them.
But she's been calming down lately.
Hi, Raptor. What's up?
What's with...
Kind of late for you. Or is the night young? Once dated someone with anemia. She stayed over and forgot her iron. As a substitute, I had her drink my tap water. I have very iron-rich well. Oh my goodness. Nothing much.
I probably shouldn't have laughed at that story.
You're doing nothing much? I mean, Raptor, what would you be doing? It's very late for you.
It's late for us too.
It's late, but not the same.
It's like 7 o'clock at night, Raptor. Can you believe it?
It's like 1 o'clock in the morning for him.
That's the joke.
Right? I was playing White Knuckle and beat the campaign on hard mode. Took a break from Ultra Kill, huh?
Maybe that's a mode in Ultra Kill. This is Raptor we're talking
It could
about.
be a mode of Ultra Kill. Okay. You'll have to inform me that I'm wrong now. It was so difficult. I believe you. You like to challenge yourself.
Challenges are fun.
As publicly as possible, often.
Ultra Kill's still a daily thing.
Ultra Kill is still daily, yes. I kind of suspected. I mean, a day without Ultra Kill is apparently just not a day worth daying.
At least for Raptor. We've noticed your
You know what?
Love.
Everybody's gotta know what they enjoy. Raptor knows.
I like to read every day.
That's right. I am beating the hardest boss 3 times every day. Still?
You sound like my brother.
Yeah.
He does that. Oh my goodness. He finished Breath of the Wild and he went around hunting every Lionel on the map as many times as he could.
I forgot that. Yeah, just for fun of killing Lionels because he decided they were so fun to kill on hero mode.
It was hard mode.
Hard mode, sorry.
And he just spent like 6 months doing that and then he hasn't touched the game since.
Yeah. He didn't want to do anything but fight Lionels. He got mad that he had to stop and do the final boss.
White Lionels are difficult as heck. Yeah, he loved those.
Yeah, I don't...
He would do them with like taking like 0 damage too. He's really good at the hand-eye coordination for those kinds of things. I don't know how he does it. If he knows how the character moves, he will dodge within like a quarter of an inch of the monster and get it every time. Or like, I guess it's not inches, it's pixels, but like he'll get the smallest pixel margin he can get.
when that's his thing.
When that's his thing.
When it's not his thing anymore, I'm not going to speak for that because
No,
then he's...
it doesn't apply anymore.
But the fight against them is rewarding as heck. Yeah, Except I tried to get him to go on and fight Lionels for me, and he's like, why would I do that on your game? Like, because I don't want to fight him.
I've gotten to the point where I think I'm half decent.
Oh, no, I was fine at it. I just didn't... It gave him joy. It didn't give me joy. So I was like, here, I'll give you joy. But apparently it didn't give him joy on my game. It was also a really honorable fight because depending on that, what you do before the fight, they'll act too. Yeah, I used to like to dishonorably swoop in from on top and land on them and start the fight that way. That was my favorite way to start a Lionel fight, but I did not worry about honor. I worried about survival.
When I was doing Breath of the Wild, I
haven't played that in years.
I got pretty good at the dodgy dodge.
Yeah.
Where you would get the special effect, and I killed a couple Lionels like that. I didn't ever do it without taking damage. It was not good for my health fighting Lionels, but I did kill a couple of them like that, so I was really proud of that.
Like, if you turn your back, they'll attack you with no hesitation, and if you confront them head-on and equip a sword, they'll put out their weapon. Yep, that's true.
Huh, I never noticed. I was too busy dying.
I would always try to, because I wanted to get them before they got their weapon out and get that first hit in, because I was, like I said, dishonorable. It's a video game character, it's not a person.
I'd probably do that if you had to fight a person, too.
They are very honorable. This is true. I actually really loved them as a mob. I thought they were brilliantly done. And beautiful, too.
They were really fun. As long as, you could get away from
But the first time I fought one, I was like, they showed us the robot things. That was easy to figure out how to get around. This? What the flip?
I never did.
Of course, then I found the moving robot things. And prideful, same, yeah.
I've never been good at the Guardians. Standing still, moving.
Well, I was good at the Guardians, the still ones, but then the ones that started moving, the first time one of those came and got me, it got me. So I was like, wait, they moved too? Crap.
Mom screamed. She let out as much of a scream as she ever does for a video game. It was great. I remember that.
And I died.
Yeah.
I so died. I'm like, hold on. I knew this pattern. This pattern is not working anymore. But that made it more fun. I wasn't upset. The beginning of a Guardian's fight music is a perfect music to play when a spider crawls toward you at high speeds.
No! No!
It really is.
No! I don't even want to think about that.
It's happy and fatal all at once.
I don't want to think about that.
So that's got to be a building.
Yeah.
And then the tree.
You can see they go down to your little starting spot, too.
Yes. Alright, I'm going to do more of this tree trunk.
Kind of sounds like that, except that was more of the...
I love that you're singing the Guardian song to convince yourself it's not about spiders.
Spiders are very scary.
You're the best. I've seen so many memes using the beginning of music like that.
Apparently, I learned today, it's not normal to just have "It's the end of the world as you know it" playing in your head whenever you see something post-apocalyptic.
Why?
I know. I don't get it. Why wouldn't that be the first thing that plays in your
I
head?
always have soundtracks in my head. It's normal.
Well, they didn't say it was normal to have a soundtrack, but they said that song is a weird one.
They just didn't have the right parents. I am trapped. I have an old blind kitty cat sitting on my lap. So cute. Kitty issue. You'll find lots of people here sympathetic. Dwagon has a kitty army at the moment. He's been collecting them like Pokemon.
What's unfortunate is the kitties never want to sit in a way that's comfortable for you.
He'll sit there and go, "Excuse me, I have to go feed my kitten army." And he's not kidding.
Ah. There's something wrong with that boy, that guy. So many of them. Aww.
Me with my dog be like, Yeah.
I like doggies. They're nice.
He loves his dog. He saved his dog.
I know. He did a good thing.
Yep.
Doggies deserve happy homes.
Puppies do deserve happy homes. Always.
Aww.
She's the biggest kitty you'll find around. And the heaviest.
I believe.
That's so funny since we call all of ours puppies, since I won't let cats in the house. So they identify as puppies.
I don't know about
And the most stubborn.
I don't know about that last one. Animals can be real stubborn.
This is true.
Honestly, I think maybe the most stubborn animal out there are birds.
Birds can be very stubborn.
Like, they will not listen.
She is a sassy kind of stubborn. Oh.
Sounds like Snowflake.
Yeah, I miss Snowflake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's happy. She lived a good life.
Mom's longtime favorite bird when we first got chickens was a bird named Snowflake, and she had something to say about everything. She was always like, we used to say that if we spoke chicken, she would be swearing like a sailor. She
could probably teach the sailors a few words.
She had a mouth.
She had a mouth.
And if she didn't want to do something, she would fight.
Yeah.
She was a little bit tough.
All the other chickens still won't go on her spot. They treat it like the queen spot, even though she's been dead for a few years now. Like, she just gives you such a toxic side eye when you try to get her to move, and then just does a really long sigh every time. Aww.
Oh, that's super sweet. Yeah, Snowflake would bite you. This is not the same.
She would bite anybody but me.
You're right. She wouldn't bite you.
But she wouldn't have bit you guys, because she knew if she did, that would be the end of her. Don't bite my kids. Let's see.
She would bite the other chickens.
I swear they stole this from a K-drama I saw way back when. An old one.
I doubt it was stolen. I bet it's fan art.
Here, listen.
Oh, the music is stolen.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like Fate or the Great Doctor.
Yep.
Honestly, if there's any soundtrack that's gonna get stolen, it's gonna be that
Back
one.
to the game topic. White Knuckle basically became my not so brutal ultra kill replacement. Ah.
So satisfying.
It's so satisfying when you climb fast. So it's a climbing game.
Probably a platformer.
Yeah. That's cool. Is it one of your VR games?
I got to go up today. It was great. I love up. Up is the best direction.
Sadly, not VR would be perfect though. It sounds like it. It really does.
I would probably, if there was ever a VR game I would love playing, it would probably be one where I get to go up. I don't think people would want me to play it, but I would love it.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, but some people get disturbed by how happy I am.
I just haven't brought much in the way of VR into the house because so much of it's a problem for your brother. And I think he'd get sucked in right away.
Yeah, and it also, they're
It's
so easy.
It's way more of a seizure risk.
Yeah.
My friend is NR 49 in the world and White Knuckle. I'm NR 152.
That's actually pretty high.
That does seem pretty high if it's like the whole world. I mean, pretty good.
Yeah, unless there's only like 150 people playing, and then not so impressive.
He gets so much luckier in everything. Or he has less of a life than you do.
Yeah, just tell yourself he's not doing much. It'll make yourself feel better. Honestly.
There, I think at least 50,000 people playing. Yeah, you're doing good.
You'll get there. I feel like you're the type to not give up, Raptor. I don't know why.
White Knuckles has an amazing demo, though. Does it?
You can stick it in in my Discord if you want me to play it, or someone else's Discord, I guess, if you want someone else to play it.
Yeah, I mean, you're always free to stick it in Discord.
Maybe I'll play it tomorrow, as long as it's a computer.
We're having an Elgato issue. We might be willing to be creative.
So if it's a platformer, it's going to be very painful to watch me play because we do not have a controller. We have a controller that'll work with the system, but we're not going to use that because we don't want to break it.
Well, it wasn't working smoothly is the problem.
Yeah. And so it'll be an even more challenging experience. It's considered a horror game, though. No.
Oh.
I scare.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I'll look at it. I've done a couple that were considered horror games. As long as I don't think it's going to freak me out, I'll do it.
Phasmo went well for you, but oh my gosh. You made it through what? One round of headliners?
I didn't. I got so scared. And it has a very...
The demo barely has horror elements, and it has very slight amount of blood. To be fair, the full game, however, he says.
As long as it's just the demo, then it should be fine then. I'll look at that.
How long is the demo, Raptor? I'm just assuming he knows.
He probably does.
Time for me to go prepare for the night. Till next time, you have a good night.
Night.
So if you're as good as me on your first go, about 15 minutes. See, that's not much of a stream, though. Nighty night from Raptor.
But I will be doing it on a keyboard.
However... It took me about, what, 20 seconds?
I think he's saying as good as he is now with the 15 minutes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
3 hours?
3 hours, 4 hours to get out of what would be the end of the demo. Okay. So the first time it takes you a bit. Once you know what you're doing, you can speedrun it. That makes sense.
Why do you like so many scary games, Raptor? I would love to do games for you, but you always have scary games.
Because he's a boy.
That's no excuse.
Boys just have different taste in games. It's true. I mean,
know.
I like a lot of the same games, but...
I was joking.
I think, while it's not strictly true across the board, boys do tend to like things with more horror elements more than girls. It's like we're built differently.
But again, I am a really good gamer and I learn games really fast.
You are a really good gamer and you probably do learn games really fast.
Don't worry, I'm nice and slow.
The scary games are good, sadly. Like, they're spooky, yes, but they tend to be done with more love and more unique.
True. A lot of people, I don't know why, but there just aren't many nice just adventure games. I'll look for them every so often, and it's just like, why is your adventure game all cutscenes, or why is it, like, yucky?
Yeah. They gotta throw in cutscenes, or they're throwing in relationship stuff where it just doesn't belong.
Let's be honest, if you're saving the world, do you really care about that girl? Do you really want to pursue her right now?
Apparently you care about her more than the rest of the world, so, you know.
130 endings, I think. good luck getting them all, because I think...
Reventure is a nice adventure game. Oh, dear. I do not think I want a game, personally, with 130 endings, because I would start, like, if I play it on my own, I will do them all. And I think that can get a little much on a stream.
You think it could be repetitive?
If you use a guide, you can make it less repetitive, but if you're trying to find all the endings, it can get redundant. Also, Ghost Song is a good Metroidvania-like game like Hollow Knight, though it has a more sci-fi spooky-ish effect. I don't think any of us mind sci-fi or spooky. For Hedge, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to deal more with sounds.
If it's got the wrong soundtrack, there are some games I just can't play, because for me, a lot of my processing for fear ends up with my ears.
Well, I don't even know if it's fear exactly, but yeah,
It's not exactly fear. I'm honestly not someone who goes around being scared all the time, but in video games you think I was. Especially if there's a spooky soundtrack. It'll put me on edge.
Yeah, I think that's a better way of putting it.
And then I'm jumping at every shadow.
When she was little and she wanted to get through a video game level, I always turned off the sound on the TV, and she'd get mad at me and tell me she can't do it now, but then she'd zip right through. Sound is a big component of it for her.
It's all the sorts of soundtracks.
Also, it's really beautiful, though. It has all sorts of soundtracks, yeah. Well, there you go.
I'm like, okay, as far as horror games go, this was ages ago, but Lost suggested a game that's a horror game that I enjoyed. It wasn't really horror though, it was psychological horror, and I think that's stupid, so it really doesn't bother me. I get that people get in their own heads and freak themselves out, but I'm just like, okay, I have the attitude with myself that just get over it.
Yeah.
It'll be what it'll be. Thinking about it's not gonna fix it. And I just don't get bothered by that stuff so much.
Yeah, I don't think fear is really a component of it for any of us.
No, I've been legitimately scared.
Well, okay, Kill It With Fire for you. That's a slightly different.
That is a true horror game for me. A lot of it's gore as well. I don't like gore.
Yeah, I don't like the gore either.
It makes me feel sick more than scared, though.
I think part of it is, like, it's not just pretend when you're on a farm, maybe? Like, if you have to go out and clean up a pet or a beloved animal that
Gore?
something got.
No, wrong gore.
You don't like gore. Gore, rude.
No.
He's told me he'll try to be less gory.
We're okay with him. It's the intestines.
Yeah.
Specifically for me, the stomach intestine is the one that freaks me out the most. It makes me feel so sick to my stomach, ironically. The stomach intestine makes me sick to my stomach when I look at it. It's really funny to me that that's the case.
Anyway, I think it's just different people have different things that are issues for them. But I think in our case, since we've seen actual creatures that we've loved and cared for in pieces and had to clean them up, you do look at it a little differently. It's less entertaining.
Also,
and also, if they do a really bad job of it, that doesn't help. I mean, not that you want them to do a good job, but you know what it really looks like. So
yeah. Also, okay, this is a little dark, but with the real things, it doesn't look like it looks in the games. It just looks gross in the games, and
That's true.
it's just, I don't need it to be grosser than it already is. It's already morbid enough.
Fair enough. But like none of us ever cares if other people do games like that. We just don't tend.
Sometimes I'll listen to people play games like that.
Your bro will look at them. I think Artie will too.
Yeah. Oh. And I.
Listen, how could I like Gore after the world seed he picked Raptor? Tell me he wasn't feeling wicked that day. As he goes, you can do this. I have faith in you. And he goes, no, don't go too close to the mansion. You really will get got. It's only at spawn. Funnily enough, I'd say Ultra Kill isn't as gory as you might think. It might not be. Well, I've seen bits of it because I have clicked in on your streams. I just haven't had time to sit and watch a stream really. But I've clicked in and watched bits.
I don't like jump scares either. Sorry. That was random.
No, you're fine.
Even though gore is in the description. Well, what you consider gore is different. I was shocked when I found out. I was reading a series and I found out that blood was considered gore, and I just don't think of it as gory.
Yeah, like I remember being shocked when they said that the Star Wars was supposed to be all gory, and I'm like, that is not what I think of with gore at all. Not remotely.
For two reasons. I hate jump scares for two reasons. One,
they're cheap. Two, I don't consider a PNG jump scare anything scary, and instead trash. Yeah.
I do get freaked out by them. They shock me. Maybe part of it is the sound for me, but also having something flash in my eyes. I guess it's because I'll see that later. I'll be able to see what that flash was, at least part of it. It really freaks me out. I don't like having something flashed in my face.
Makes sense.
I don't like when it sticks around either, usually, though. It's like someone clapping their hands in front of your face who would instinctively flinch or close your eyes. Yeah. It's horrible.
Yeah. I don't watch horror for a whole different reason.
Mom's punishment for years. We missed ape. It's no effect. It stinks.
Yeah. I found out at a fairly young age, someone took me to the movies to see a horror film that was supposed to be horror, and I didn't know it. And I sat there going, oh my gosh, this is so boring. I didn't realize everybody there was really into it. And I'm like, you can see from a million miles away that person's about to be blah, blah, blah. And then that person would do blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, you could see, they weren't even creative about it. And finally somebody behind was like, would you just shut up? I'm like, what? They're going, we don't see it. What's wrong with you as a human being? Like, it's obvious. Yeah. Needless to say, I did not have that person take me to a movie of that nature again. I think that was not the reaction they expected. Alright, here we go. Okay. Let's come in together. Wow, that's going to be really pretty.
Reminds me of a game demo I played that I really liked.
But see, it's post-apocalyptic. The tree is literally going through. think so.
It might be. I'm just not sure because I don't know. To me, I think that trees growing through buildings is kind of.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens.
It shouldn't happen, but you know, especially media and art stuff, it happens a lot. Cause
Hedge
cool.
101. Trees growing through buildings. It happens.
I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw a really cool account of a city had been like left for a couple years, and there was just you could see like trees growing through buildings and like grass growing up elevators and stuff, and it was really cool. I know it doesn't actually happen outside of apocalyptic stuff in real life, but like in media and stuff, sometimes it's done to show off the nature and stuff.
It can happen. It can happen.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be an apocalypse in real life. It would be more like an evacuation.
Yeah.
That they couldn't get back to their
There
places.
are places where people get evacuated.
Yeah. I've been evacuated.
You have been evacuated.
As have our cats. They don't like being evacuated. They object. Oh.
They do.
They're so cute though.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Hedge is streaming.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
If it's post-apocalyptic, do you think the trees talk?
This tree talks. It just told me so.
Oh no.
I'd say White Knuckles' full game of what's currently there from what it did a masterful job at actually being considered a horror game. It removes an element which constantly pressured you and instead gives you quite a lot of freedom, but it also announces something new, which is going to make you feel even more pressured than before. It makes you fear losing all of your progress. Did you just psychoanalyze the game you're telling us about?
He's doing a
Probably
commercial.
a good assessment.
It's a commercial. He's trying to sell it. No.
No. No. Yes. No. Yes. Oh, what was that old show? He'd say no 3 times and then yes. Or he'd say yes 3 times and then no.
I remember.
This is a genuine Raptor approved review. There you go. Oh my goodness. Alright. I actually mostly play games I consider good.
I think a lot of people do that, Raptor.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with playing games you consider good. I mean, here I am doing a virtual cross stitch. That's how I do look at it. Hollow Knight included, like Ultra Kill, Titanfall 2, White Knuckle, and many, many more. Well, why would you put your time into something, pardon me, that you don't consider good?
Or worth it.
Yeah. Your time has value, Raptor.
You only get some of it.
They're all games where just genuinely put their love into. That's cool. Yeah, I think you can see when actual, real care is put into a game, and I do like that.
I think that's what makes Nintendo games so nice. Like, I would say Pokemon doesn't feel like there's a lot of love in there with the games I've played more recently. But like the Diamond and Pearl one felt like there was love there. I really liked that one. Other than the Cynthia fight, but I feel like that was just... It felt like button pushing to me. Like...
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine line, right?
Yeah.
You don't want it to be so difficult that it's annoying and people don't want to play it. But you also want it to be challenging and interesting. And something people will hopefully want to play more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, everything turns into a jump scare mania or a knockoff version of a knockoff version of it. Yeah, I'm not fond of that stuff. I do think that's why we tend more towards Nintendo. They just tend to have a more classic approach. And I know that's not always the most popular opinion, but so people will be like, oh no, this is cooler or that's cooler, but I think there's some value that comes in trying to hold it up in a traditional way.
And they like to tell more or less classic stories too, like good beating evil.
Yeah.
That's a good story. It's existed a long time, but it's still a goodie.
That was a rule I always had for my kids when they were little. They could play anything, but the stuff that I exposed them to, I always made sure that the good guys won. I think as kids, you got plenty of time as a grown-up to learn the good guys don't always win. You don't need to go there when you're little kids and you're forming your brain. Give them a chance. Me, who's adoring all the bad guys. There's nothing wrong with adoring the bad guys. But
no, don't emulate them.
Little bitty, brand new minds. They get all the cool stuff in some of the games, that's for sure.
I don't know. I like Link's gear more than Girahim's. I think Link has better gear.
Girahim came out kind of weird looking in that one, but it was so cool when it was new.
He looks well done. I think they took their concept and they really went for it in a really neat way. I don't think it's necessarily the most... I don't know what the word is, but it's a really, really well done.
Yeah, I don't think it's their best, but I mean, for what he was perfect in the spot where he was. That's what matters. That's good story. That's way better storytelling than 15 hours of voice actors telling me something that I'd rather just be playing the game and find out for myself. I'll voice act it.
He's a man of his word. He says the next time he gets his hands on you, he's gonna lock you up, and he does.
That's true.
You gotta appreciate a villain who says what they're gonna do.
Look at the poopy scooter from the good guy. Oh my goodness, that freaking Death Star from the bad guys.
I don't know, I don't like the Death Star. Not enough boom booms.
Not enough boom booms in the Death Star?
Yeah, it needs more explosions. I liked when it went all up in one big flame though. That was cool.
So I was like, you do realize it exploded, right?
Yeah, my favorite form of the Death Star is when it's exploding, but he's talking about in use.
Oh, okay. Where it was eating up entire planets.
This is just an example. Also, aren't the good guys kind of the bad guys? No. Not in all stories. In some, sure, but that's not the kind Mom picked to share with us.
I don't care what they saw when they were older. I'm talking like, you don't need to take a preschooler and show them, guess what? No matter what you do, the bad guys, they got better stuff. They're going to win. I mean, they got time to get cynical. They don't need my help to do that when they were little bitty. That's my hot take.
Yeah. Septimus Heap series is a pretty good example.
Yeah. Like, look at the bad guys. They spend a fortune building something like a Death Star, and then this main character guy comes along and just blows the whole thing up in half a minute.
I mean, they made it blow upable in half a minute.
That's true.
Bad design. That's what they get for having a self-destruct button.
I mean, it actually was shown really well. Nobody had the guts to tell Vader anything was done wrong, so that's what happens when you... Like, who was going to tell him, really? They were going to die, so... They're like, well, we die anyway if this thing doesn't work, so I'm not going to tell him, are you? No? Okay. He'll find out the hard way, or he won't. That's true. It wasn't finished building. Twice. I would have, honestly.
Probably wouldn't have lived very long. Sorry, Raptor. It's nice knowing you. Vader doesn't take bad news well.
I do believe you would have.
I probably would have said something.
You probably would have too. Yep.
Would have been good for my health, though.
But you also probably wouldn't have been involved in the Empire in a big way that would be talking to management. So I would like to think that you might have been on the good guy's side.
I would have probably stayed out of it.
Yeah. Ow. Clicked on it. Whatever. Boy, I just cannot stay on track here. I would have told them because it would have gotten me promoted for sure. As a few artist friends of mine say, critique is always important and appreciated because it helps seeing things from a different perspective. Well, you would have seen it from a different perspective. I believe that.
When people critiqued his stuff, they got themselves choked after. Bad guys don't take bad news well.
Well, it depends on the bad guy.
True.
That bad guy didn't take news very well.
He didn't like the whole don't kill the messenger.
He did like the whole don't kill the messenger. He just didn't care.
Why he didn't follow don't kill the messenger.
Welcome, you get to become a new kind of messenger now.
True.
If it went and just said, hey, this thing won't work, then I'd have my head gone faster than I could say, okay. Yeah. trying to kind of follow the tree down, but not go crazy on the other bits. Harder than it sounds. I would have said, hey, so we got this massive spaceship-sized hole on two sides leading straight to the core, and like we don't even have any doors to prevent entry. I think building defenses or a bunch of gates would be advantageous. Bam, easy promotion, best guy around, right-hand man. Yeah, that's how I remember that movie.
Sure. Dream big, Raptor, dream big.
He's tired, he's hallucinating, it's all good.
Yeah.
But you know what I really like? I like the grift. I like the ambition. I like the desire to succeed. Props. Always something to encourage.
I think Raptor would like the Princess Bride.
You think Raptor would like the Princess Bride?
It seems up his alley of silly.
Well, since Raptor sails the seven seas, he can find it, I am sure. It's out there.
True, it's very much out there. I think he'd like the quotes.
Oh, yes.
Hello. You killed my name is Amigo Montoya. You killed my father.
Prepare to die. And hey, it's good homework for memes.
I always love it when I see that in...
As I quoted a friend of mine once, let me be delusional in peace. There you go. Memes. Yes, Raptor, I've heard you have a fondness for the occasional meme.
We really do have ROTSs in Florida.
Yes. Rodents of unusual size.
They're evil.
They are evil. Ugh.
That's what the bad guys have. ROTSs. Are you sure you want to be on their side?
ROUSs. I don't know why you always throw in a T.
I don't know either. I'm not trying to.
Rodents are of unusual size S.
I don't know why I throw in a T either. Terrible, maybe.
Absolutely.
Traumatizing.
It made you stronger. It wasn't traumatizing. It made you stronger.
No, it was traumatizing with Labyrinth.
I don't know why you guys were so traumatized with Labyrinth, but you really were.
Hey, I've watched people review it since, and they were also traumatized by Labyrinth. Clearly, you're the weird one.
I don't think so.
It's a scary movie.
No, nothing scary about it.
It's super scary.
Alright. Trying to think where a good...
Raptor, should I go make my mom coffee?
Maybe. I think somebody's Discording me. Raptor sending stuff.
Probably memes.
Here. Oh, by the way, that's what Dwagon sent. Is that not the cutest? Isn't that adorable?
So, he eats his portable snack.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I do think it's a portable snack, but it's still really cute.
First person might be a problem. I'll look at it later. Why'd Raptor say me?
Me? Me, 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 me.
Maybe he's singing.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, mi, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, mi, do.
Scales.
Yep.
So, a female teeth. Right?
A drop of golden sun. Me, a name. Me plus me equals meme or mimi.
I'm gonna make you coffee.
Okay. I would love coffee. Don't take all the wires out of the computer.
I only grabbed your blankie.
Uh-huh.
It was only your blankie caught on my slipper.
You're just remotely scaring me. It's all right.
Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, Mom. I'm gonna make you coffee.
Aw, thank you. I will drink the coffee happily. Why are you doing this to her head? She's making me coffee. It's all good. All is forgiven. That was weird. I mean, I like having some of this gridded out. I'm not tied to having it all like done in. But I do think as I go through, that'll help the breaking it up. All right. There we go. Coffee. That sounds yucky. You know, spelling matters. Spelling really matters. Oh, that's just yuck. I'm thinking about it like nasty phlegm. Rapture, what's wrong with you? Wasn't that nice? Here I am thinking lovely coffee thoughts. All right, where's that 9? Ooh, I hear the grinder. She's making good coffee. Oh, wait, I wasn't on 9. Whoopsie. There we go. I have had uninstalling so much malware from my PC. It's been so annoying. I don't even know what to say. You must be hanging out in some areas of the internet where you pick that stuff up.
Coffee being made.
Ooh, that's nice. He's been having malware issues. Why didn't it go to 6? Okay, there we go. No, it's still not switching. There it goes. It's been so annoying. Don't be me. I tried installing Super Mario Galaxy 2 as a ROM for the PC.
Silly. They don't really want to offer you a product. They just want to steal your information.
How cheerful. Happy Hedge.
I feel like I'm on drugs. But I haven't taken any drugs.
And well, I was too impatient. I know. Oh, I'm sorry. That's never fun. It's especially not fun when you know you could have prevented it with a little bit of patience.
Would you like a slice of cheesecake?
When I have coffee, I might.
Okay.
The good thing is I never save any passwords anywhere, so my passwords being compromised or something like that is way out of the question.
How do you remember them if you forget them, though? I like having a notebook. Hard to hack a notebook.
Yeah, I don't understand people who save it on their actual device. I'm like...
Well, unless it's something you don't care about.
Yeah, that's true. That can just make life easier.
Something called I forgot my password. But sometimes you need your password to get to I forgot my password. Or they stole the account. And even if you click that, you can't get in because they've switched the email.
Yeah, where you find out, oh, that email, oh crap, yeah, that email needed to be logged into and now it's no good. I don't love being protected from myself. I'd rather just protect myself.
Pew pew.
Yes, pew pew, exactly. pew, pewer.
Can't make good sound effects.
No, we need robot for that. He's the sound effect guy. So you don't even try to remember your passwords? I can tell you how I always remember mine, but then, you know, I'd have to ban you.
I just write it down on a piece of paper. Hard to hack paper.
This is true. It's really hard to hack paper.
I've never heard of anybody doing it.
There's always a first. I just figure by the time they broke into your house to get to a piece of paper, that is the least of your worries.
Yeah.
Like on movies, it's always this big concern.
Oh, night night.
If they're in your house, you got other problems. I'm gonna head to bed now. Okay, sweetie. I hope you have a good rest. Don't die. What are you doing?
Tripping on my own shoe. My foot fell out of my shoe. I'm so well coordinated
Oh
now.
my gosh. Alright, let's show you where we're at. Oh, that's coming out really cool.
It really does remind me of that game.
So if I'm following the tree, I kind of need to go like through here. Yeah, that's definitely where the tree is. And I got, yeah. I mean, I thought I could make, oh, thanks.
Sorry. I
It's
love
okay.
you.
No, you're perfect. You just make it more challenging. I love that. I actually really do. I wouldn't know. Don't die hedge. That stuff kills people.
Honestly, I'd probably be long dead by now if that was gonna get me. I guess there's always a first, though.
There's always a first. I do like that it's got the grid intertwined with some of the same colors as, so the buildings have some of the same colors as the tree, but the tree is clearly distinct. I think that was really nicely done.
Probably used like a limited color palette to make sure they used the same colors. It's a way that artists use to do that kind of thing. And I would say this is a more artisty person who did that.
I definitely think this could be a more artisty person.
Not so dumb.
Not
That's
so
the
dumb.
cactus flower thing.
Yeah, the cactus flower one wasn't the best.
I don't get some people.
I don't think they ever met a cactus flower. I think that's the real problem.
But how? They're everywhere.
I know, I even put one on my Discord.
They're so pretty.
They are. I think that's gonna be, okay, here we go. We've got,
I kept the cactus alive.
did you?
Yeah, the Christmas cactus. I kept it alive for quite a while.
Yes, you did.
Till I killed it.
We don't need to talk about that. In your heart, it's still alive.
No, actually, I think what actually killed it is us leaving it outside. If I remember correctly. I probably don't, though.
It stayed great until you got something big going on with school or something and you forgot to water it.
Succulents can survive a long time without water, but they still need it sometimes.
Still need it sometimes.
That pesky, photosynthesis science.
I'm just trying to finish this. Oh, bless you. I just feel like this is kind of outlining the general.
It's the
Or I could just make up where I am. Okay. Yes, you're getting like into root action.
That's a very swirly tree.
Really nicely done though.
Must have been a really big storm that helped it grow like that.
It might have been. It might have been. Alright, so I'm going to look for 9s.
Oops, I'm sorry I ripped your hair. I was just scratching your back and I ripped your hair.
You can rip my hair. How about you take my hair out of its braid? I think it's in a braid.
It is, but I don't want to touch it. Okay.
There we go. Just get some of that green going on in here.
I'll be back with cake and coffee for you.
Aww. I think that's sweet. You certainly don't have to, but I think it would be really sweet. But if you did, maybe there's one thing you might want. Because I don't want you to carry it in your hands. Maybe use the cup. I don't want to be judgy. But it's something to think about.
I should go do my art for today.
Oh, you haven't done your art for today, huh?
Yep. I debated whether to count sewing as the same, but I decided
I think sewing could count as the same, but I don't think it does with the way you thought of it. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'd already discounted it.
I mean, I could lie to you if that makes you feel better.
I don't like lies. I was
Because you were
too much
raised
good
right.
sense. Raised with too much good sense.
Good. Good, good, good. This is more of an accent color, actually. Even though it seems really dark. How much of that is left? 51. But I think in this area that's gonna be primarily it. Oh, wow.
I feel really bad.
I can tell.
But also I feel better. I mean, people don't bother me so much.
Yeah. I think you did really good today, honey.
Thank you. I'm ashamed. I feel like I did a more lackluster job sweeping the floor today.
You know what?
sucks. It
I'll
happens
take a
every day.
lackluster job over no job at all.
But still, since I
Because then you'll look at it and the next day you'll be like, I can do better. But if you don't do it at all, you'll just be like, dust. I could do it tomorrow.
That never happens again. Don't procrastinate, people. You forget it. You have to do it.
Could be. For some people, procrastination is not the best strategy.
But I don't want to do it today. I'm gonna go do my art.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll do something else in art later. I don't know. I'll do it today.
Okay, well, I'm going to be finishing up here soon. I'm just kind of trying to get to the end of fleshing out my tree. Yeah, because there's not very many of these. They're only at the bottom. This is where the tree really comes together, I think. There we go. That's really the heart of the tree part. Nameless, hi, good morning, Nameless. How are you today? I was getting ready to finish up. I hope you had a really good night's sleep. Or want to sleep more? Oh, that is how I have felt every day this week. I had to force myself out of bed. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the season change. I actually slept through an alarm yesterday. I don't do, normally I wake up before my alarm. They're there for, just in case, just common sense, right? Anybody could sleep late. But normally my internal alarm clock works very well. Not only did my internal alarm clock fail me, but I have 5-day weekend, so I'm kind of happy. That's awesome. I hope you really enjoy it. You've been working so hard. You deserve it. I appreciate the grift. Anyway, our Elgato's out, so we're all doing computer games right now. I did Minecraft yesterday. I'm doing this one today. Besides, I'm also happy because I got to catch one of your streams this week, Claw. It's nameless.
Nameless.
He just woke up.
I hope you have a good day at work.
Hi, Katsuki-kin. He said he's going to get a 5-day weekend.
Ooh, congrats. This one went to the box with the least sand and had a giant poo. Can you believe her?
Thanks for sharing. Why did you share that?
Because I was annoyed that she spent like 2 minutes trying to bury it in like no sand.
Well, Nameless just said, hi, Hedge, how are you? And you're talking about poop. I mean, I'm just saying.
Sorry, Nameless, I'm doing good.
Oh my goodness, how rude.
Yeah.
What?
Taking her to bed. She's gonna see. Can't get past you. That's gonna be.
Alright, I'm trying to get this tree outlined, but that's all I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I'm at the end of it. I'll show you.
Thank you. Ugh.
So I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just kind of trying to get the basic. See what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. That's like another half hour of work.
I'm not filling it in. Well, I surely wasn't expecting to hear her speak about poop so early. Well, yeah, I don't know what that was about, but you know.
Sobby.
Sharing is caring. That's what I hear.
I was just annoyed that she spent so long burying. And she picked the box with nothing to bury it in. Because she'll never stop trying to bury it then.
Oh gosh, yeah.
See?
I don't know what's wrong with her.
She likes a clean box.
No, she picks where she goes.
I know. She likes a clean box. And she goes in the boxes that she can't keep clean. Her little kitty brain doesn't work, I think. Too much fluff and cuddliness. Not enough
Too
brain
much
power.
fluff and cuddliness. Is there such a thing?
No.
There, I
But
think
kind
that's
of.
the end of it. I'm messing it up now because your sister told me I have another whole half hour left. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm right here. But I am, but now I'm going to keep messing it up.
Big ding.
Well, it's easy to fix. I just need to go in and do it. Apparently, I'm dying to make 15s into 20s that have already been 20s or 20s into 15s, I guess. Well, I surely, yeah. I don't know. I love her. She's been in a lot of barns. I mean, she wasn't raised in one, but she has been in them.
Sometimes animals, they just don't make sense and it's annoying. You expect them to be as smart as a human, but they never will be. And they always feel the need to remind you. I don't know. I'm sorry. I really hurt.
I see. I see.
I don't know what like when there's full, but that facial expression alone just tells me she's not going to the bathroom.
No, she's just gonna fall asleep.
Apparently, this is just the family stream now. Hello, everybody.
I'm sorry.
Welcome. You're fine. I just think that. Just.
Magic.
Aw, bless you.
I just heard it.
Well, her randomness is what makes her even cuter. I would agree. I would agree. We'll give her cuteness points. Definite cuteness points. Alright. So this obviously is going to dot around the entire thing, so I don't want to go cray cray. We've got some actual pieces of green more over here. I think that's the general gist. Anyway, I gotta go and gotta get ready for work. I'm sorry, Nameless. Oh, I hope you have a really good day at work, and I hope you really enjoy your weekend. And I'm gonna finish my stream in a second anyway. Hope you have a great night, Whimsy. Thank you. You too. Alright, let's see. I think that's flushed out pretty good. I'm not going for perfect right now. Yeah. Thank you. Nameless just had to go get ready for work, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this little piece of this and close this baby out. Ooh, thank you. I've been craving the monk fruit lately, so I figured I probably needed it. Sounds delicious.
I just thought you didn't really like sugar.
I don't really like sugar.
Bush. Hedge. Me.
Yeah? That's what I was trying to see if it... I think the tree kind of morphs into this kind of bush. But I wanted to I don't know why. I like to have an idea of general shape before I go off. And I'm just...
You know what's weird? From what I've seen in pictures, it looks like other places of the world, their greenery actually is all kind of one color of green. Can you believe it? It's so weird.
I mean, but it's from pictures. It's probably not really.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, scientifically, I can see how logically things would end up like that, but like, it makes no sense.
No. Not everybody lives in a tropical paradise, my dear.
That doesn't make sense.
Yep. Yep, folks, she's mine. My own little head monster. Boop. Okay, and then that'll all be looks like it's gonna go kind of off this way too. Maybe? I mean, it definitely has this kind of dotted through. As an accent. All the way up through, like, even into here. Yeah, I think that gives a real idea for the general greeniness. I'm not going to go through and do this whole section right now, but we can just get this little... Yeah. Wait, all the way up here there's some greenery? It's very swirly. Okay. Well, to whomever is still watching out there, possibly you, Kenny, on your AFKing, I will come back in and work on this later. We'll see what I do tomorrow. Maybe I'll put it on Discord. We'll see. I got through way more than I thought I would, to be honest. And hopefully, the Elgato kicks in. I know, it's radical. 49%. Well, there you go. Alrighty, guys. I hope everybody has a really good night. And I will see you tomorrow at around 6. Bye.